I didn't absorb all of that. That's a lot to take in. That's a lot of steps. First thing I need to do is find 5 GZM markers. That's the first thing I need to do, right? They do right there, sorry for the they do. Okay, first thing I need to do is find 5 GZM markers. Let's just start with, are you a marker? One of the light green went to a dark green. So those are what markers look like. Okay. Okay. So I need to find 5 markers in Dunny. And then come back here and put my key in this again? Okay. Woo! My brain's starting to hurt now. Okay. But there's 20 of them total. And they can be anywhere in Dunny. Let's start with Kuro and Bevan. Let's just start with the 2 neighborhoods. And just go through them very thoroughly. Just as a baseline. We know what they look like. We have to be within 25 feet of them. And they will appear. And then we literally just go click on them, and then we'll collect them. Okay. What was that? You're blinking. Does that mean something's close? You were blinking. Oh, you're blinking again. Why are you red? What does that mean? I see it. Hi. How do I... Oh, I can click you from here. I thought I had to jump. Okay. Well, there's a second one. Okay. So if we just keep our key like up here, it'll like start blinking red whenever we get close to something. Hold on. We'll go upstairs in a second. I want to stay down here and just walk along the path. Is it? There's gonna be one in the schoolroom, isn't there? It turned red. There you are. Hi. Okay, that's 3. These are actually a lot easier to find than I thought they were going to be. Of course, this is just in the... I need to find 20 of these, right? Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3. There's 20. So, oh, wait, are there 25 total? Because there's 25 of the blue, or the total lights, green and blue. Is there any in here? I doubt there's gonna be any in here, but you know, it's worth being thorough. Nope. Not a 1. Okay. Now that I know, I'm kind of just trying to check for it to turn red. Let me run around a good bit up here. Is there anybody? And there's none in the amphitheater. Okay. Oh, yes, there is. Hi, there's one right there. Nice. I imagine that's probably going to be the last one for Kirill. Okay, well, let's head to Bevan then, because I did run around pretty thoroughly, I think. Also, we technically only really need to find one more before we get done with the first stage of whatever we're doing right now. Let's head to Bevan. And considering it's mirrored, I'm going to guess there's going to be 3 here too. Let me check the amphitheater first of all. It'd be hilarious if it's in the exact same spot, just mirrored. Nope, it's not. Okay. This time we're going to kind of stay up. There's one close by. One close by here. It's probably down below. Maybe. Yeah, so it's probably down below. I'll come back to that one in a bit. I'm finished checking up here. Oh, fire marble. I was like, what was that sound? That is what Savidro used to burn down Atris's study in Tamana. I will never get over the Savidro jump scare. I don't know why. It really sticks out to me, though. Remember that the tiny bit I had played of Myst 3 before I had actually played for it here on the channel. I played like maybe like a tiny bit of like just the hub world Jananan. I didn't even really like get to any of the other ages, but super young. I just finished playing Myst and Riven on my phone in school and was kind of interested in the Myst series. Played a tiny bit of Myst 3 and that Savidro jump scare that got me. You wonder how people are doing now, hundreds of years later. It would be curious to have a follow-up. I don't think like or at least like some kind of like a story or short story or something of acknowledgement of like how Narayan's actually doing. Okay, is there gonna there's gonna be one over here, right? Somewhere. Yep, there you are. Hi. There's our 5th one. Of note, we have kind of ran around Bevan quite a bit and only found that one. So I'm wondering if there's only the one here in Bevan because we got 3 in Curel. But I think I've literally run around the entire age, and I've only ever that was the only one that ever. I said the age. I ran around the entire neighborhood. I'm so used to calling places ages. Ran around the entire neighborhood, and that's the only one. I can return to the antechamber via Rialto. But, I mean, Rialto is so, like, yesterday. Now we have the Dunny transportation system. And, oh, wait, I forgot. I can't actually go to the... Okay, we'll use Rialto. I can't go to the antechamber via the Dunny transportation system. Where is it? Oh gosh. There's so much Dunny now. There it is. Okay, so I have the 5 markers. Are you going to be happy now? Okay, now I need to find that many. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I need to find 15 more. At least the top row is half filled now. That's satisfying to see. Yeah. Filling up my library. I'm turning into my own little Atreus. Look at me. Okay, interesting that we have 15 now. Let me reread this. What is the next step we have to do? So... Really easy to find. Once I have a key version 2.0 or higher, which I have linked to the Nexus, I still need to upgrade my key by retrieving marker coordinates. That can be done easily by placing my key into the upload machine in this room. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I found them. Second step. Before the point they are visible to the naked eye, a small light on my key will also begin to flash an indicator. Once I see the GZM, I'll need to touch it. Yep. Once I found 5. Okay, cool. Once I have uploaded the 5, I will find a new link in my Nexus. That link will take me to the Great Zero Courtyard. The central location of the Great Zero Neutrino Dispenser. I will see another upload machine inside the courtyard, as well as a couple of doors to the back of the room. Okay. So I have another link I have another place I can go to from the Nexus called the Courtyard. And I will see another upload machine inside the courtyard as well, a couple of doors in the back of the room. The calibration center located beyond the courtyard cannot be accessed unless a key has registered more GZMs, more than the 5 that are needed to access the courtyard. Registering is done the same way as above. You'll have a new set of lines. I do the red lights now. As GZMs are found, they will turn solid again. Okay. Once the second set of GZMs have been uploaded, either in the courtyard or the antechamber, the doors leading to the calibration center will automatically open for you from that point forward. Okay, so I need to get 15 more markers and then go to the courtyard and install it. That's the next step. We're going to leave it at that for now. Once we get done with that step, we'll come back and read the 3rd step of this book. Okay, I feel like, thoroughly explored Bevan and what's the other place? Curel, yeah. So I guess ReZero, really, like the anime ReZero. Is that the courtyard? Let's go to the courtyard first and check it out. It's iced cold. I'm sorry. I'll try to refrain from making you cold. Okay. Whoa! Hi. That's 100% safe. I am sure of it. Okay. So is this is the next machine, right? So yeah, I need to get the 15. Oh, hey, there's a book over here. Where is this book? Does this lead to the Nexus? That goes to the Nexus. Okay. I was actually... I see it blinking red, actually. We're close to another marker. Hello. Oh, I can click you from far away. Nice. Cool. There's a Relto page. Screw the lightning. I found a new Relto page. You're gonna turn on your furnace. You have a whole furnace in your room? Oh my gosh. You mean the heater? Oh my. Okay. This is intense. Okay, are these the two doors it was referring to? I think so. They seem to be locked at the moment. Okay, so that will give me, once I get the 15, I'll probably have access to go in there, which is the calibration room. Let me just be thorough and double check the other side as well. Gotta go grab your ice fishing here to keep you warm. Oh god, heated blankets are amazing. I love heated blankets. That's actually the reason why I like cold weather more than hot weather. Because in hot weather, you can only cool off so much but in cold weather, you can keep bundling up more and more and more to get yourself to the right temperature. Okay, well, there is one in here. So let's head back to the Nexus. And we've already been here once, so let's actually go to the ferry terminal next and check out the ferry terminal and do a thorough investigation, see how many we can grab from there. Need some ice cream. I have been craving ice cream for such a long time. Like the last several days. I am going to get some ice cream after stream. Oh, yep, there's one over here. Where are you at? Well, good thing I can reach between the doors. Okay. Yep. I figured there's gonna be one in this corner. I just had the sense of it. Boom. Okay. You and your souls, Sonic. I feel like you eat too many souls sometimes. Is there gonna be one on the I remember they said they found like a sunken boat and were like at one point planning to have like to restore the boat. I feel like that might have been like some of the content they never actually got to, but that would have been so cool. Or is this the boat they're talking about right here, actually? No. None on the docks. There's probably gonna be one over here, maybe? Like toward the end? Yep. Where are you? Oh, hi, you're up there. Okay. There's one more place here on the ferry docks that I need to check. McDonald's, Dairy Queen, and Burger King. Dairy Queen got some like sauced chicken tenders recently that I think I tried them once. I think they're actually pretty good. Oh great, no, now we're going down the topic of food. Stop. You're getting up my dragon heart. I don't need to talk about food. If I start talking about food, I'm never gonna stop talking about food for the rest of the day. Okay, there's nothing up here. So I guess there was only the 3 here. Oh, look, the what? Thank you for saying something, Clip. I was paying 0 attention because I had expected it thoroughly beforehand. That just saved me a who knows how much heartbreak later. Let's stop running because this is a new area. Interesting. There's more barricades now. Will these open later? I'm assuming I'm going to be able to drop down from there. Ooh. Secret tunnel. With some music, too. You know this is going to be important now. Music's playing in this game. Hello. That's a projector that's not working. I see it blinking red. That means there's a marker around here somewhere. Is this a... This almost looks like a bar or a pub of some kind. Hello, marker. That's 5 more. We've got 10 more to get. It's a pub. It's called the Colo Pub. I like how both of you said that at the same time. That was great. The Colo Pub. Okay. It's a Duddy sports bar, actually? That's great. Oh, I can't actually do anything with this door. Okay. Why can't this music be playing literally the entire time I'm wandering around the fairy district? Why is this music restricted to the Colo Pub, where I literally only have so far come in here to pick up one tiny little marker? This game has some amazing music. Why can't it be playing more often? You can have the cavern ambience like go like intermingle with the actual music. Like have the music like go run its course, like stay off for a bit so you can hear the cavern ambience, and then like have the music come back. Like the hearing the actual music play and like hearing that music play in here would just give it much more even I shouldn't say much more, even more ambience and atmosphere. There was going to be an age called Colo that might have been the location of the sport that the sports bar followed. Oh, Cyan is very purposeful when music's playing. Yeah. I can keep walking up the great stairs. I can. Okay, wait, can I actually just jump over these? Oh, I can. Ooh, that's an image walking up to that. The sport involved riding flying squid-like creatures? The top of that peak is where the Great Zero structure stands. That up there or here? Like that peak or that peak? The tall one or the middle one, kind of? Called all the way up there. Wow, okay. Called... The flying squid-like creatures for the game, or for that game that they played, are called Camkinti? Oh my gosh, this place is huge, isn't it? I think they weren't even done creating all of Dunny to explore. Comkinti. Okay. Okay, let's head over to the DRC tent and see what's going on over here. Oh, it's a map. I love maps. You are here with a blue star. It even knows the correct color. Look at that. Okay. You got the ferry. Tokota 2. Tokota, the museum, the guild hall, the palace, the concert hall, and the library. Okay. Aw, thank you, Emblem. Tokota 2 is a building where you did the reading on the roof. Got you, okay. Sadly, the guild hall is a place you can't go. Oh, all this talk of guilds, and now I can't even go to the guild hall. Such a ripoff, man. Just kidding. Yeah. That was probably planned for a future expansion or something, which I'm sad didn't get to happen. No, what the heck? Picture? I can't even make out what that picture's of. Almost looks like some kind of like bones or something. So, oh, hold on. So if I am here, that means this building is Tokota and that building is Tokota 2. Right? No, that building is Tokota 2. Sorry. Oh, and there's the hole where you can see oh, that's cool. Looks like Shroomy pieces in Teledon. Oh, that was made me sad. Oh. Oh. Oh, so I can walk everywhere too. I don't have to link everywhere. The link stairs there is convenient if you want to go back and forth a bunch. I can actually jump off of this, which looks like it takes me back down to the ferry. So we probably don't want to do that. All the places I want to are on one giant level. Got you. Okay. Well, let's walk around a bit then. Can I go behind this or... No, I conveniently cannot jump on top of that box. Nope. Okay. This looks important. This, of course, would never have been included in the game, but I would have loved to see the neighborhood of Tokata, the place that collapsed in the fall, which is why the road just ends. Oh, that... Okay, yeah. Probably tempting to jump and fly down there, you bet, if the game would just let you do dirt things. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, hey, here's another... Did I see your I guess not. What was your message? A Wii montage? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not gonna make any promises. Walk against that wall again? The golden wall. This wall? By the blue lighted thing. Oh. Hi. Sometimes it's hard to tell what doors are actually doors and what doors are just aesthetic. Huh. Thank God the Dunny are like grandiose designs. It makes choosing thumbnails for each episode super easy. What is this? Oh! Creatures. God damn, that thing's huge. This is the museum. Okay. Gosh. It's huge. Makes me wonder what was like on these pedestals now. Paper relates to an age that wasn't added until the game tap era of the game. The game tap era? Hello, Ralto page. What the heck? I'm kind of curious to see what that changed in Ralto. Basically, when Myst Online UrU Live was restarted again. Gotcha. So, okay. I'm tempering my expectations. I am. Whenever... So, I'm playing the single-player version of UrU right now, which is a version of the game created after the original UrU Live stopped service, so people could still play UrU and experience the story. Whenever UrU Live was restarted, have they added content or done any other expansions? I know you said something about the wall from Garishan, but like I'm just curious, like if they're planning on continuing the story even at a slow pace, perhaps, or the building was a museum for ages that were primarily meant to be seen rather than used. Got you, which explains the pedestals where they're supposed to be linking books to museum ages. They did add some content, then Cyan handed it off to the community, and it's a fan run now. So now the new content being added is fan made. Oh, but they are actually adding content to it. Interesting. Is it added through modding? Like you have to personally mod your game, or is it like, and you can only join servers if you have the same mods installed? Or I'm just curious now. Just update. Oh, so it's actually like not official updates, I shouldn't say, but it's like actual like the community official updates. Oh, that's cool. That is so cool, though. Like, I know it's sad that it's not official, so it's not canon or anything. But that's still cool that Cyan gave the ability to the fans to continue running this game. That is actually amazing. Okay, this is the Great Stairs. We did a giant circle. No monsters, just a group that manages and programs for it. That is fantastic. That is so freaking cool. I love that. In some ways, it's official. Okay. You know what? Screw it. It's all canon. Oh. This is fantastic. I'm even more excited to get into UrU Live now and just see, like... Well, I have to replay through a bunch of the game when I get to UrU Live because I've already done it in single player, or... Also, with the Great Tree Possibilities, technically all fan ages, no matter how weird they are considered... That's a fair point, because, I mean, ages are just ages. You just write ages, so even fan ages would exist. Oh, yeah. That's so cool, though. Like, seriously, that's actually really freaking cool that they gave the ability for the community to continue running this game and experience. Whoa, hello. That's awesome. That's really cool. King Ricktooth. This is the Hall of Kings. King Jaren. King Lenarin. Hold on. What's over here? King Jakreen. Find the 3 empty... Oh! So these are the 3 that I read earlier, right? And then so, like, the next one to be read would be this one. There's a lot of fucking reading. Holy shit. Above the books is the name and Dunny as well. That's a lot of reading. My voice is already hurting. But you better freaking believe we're gonna be reading all of it. Most of these books only have 1 page to flip. Okay, that eases the pain somewhat. Okay, we're probably going to have a system for this, like maybe like read a few books at like, and then like go do some exploring, read a few more books, do some. That way we kind of break it up a little bit. Let's go ahead and read King Jakreen. Jakreen took the throne in the year 555 at the age of 80. By the time of his coronation, he had already reached the rank of Guildmaster in the Guild of Stonemasons. It was Jakreen who first publicly stated plans to rebuild the King's Arch in 598. Headed by Guildmaster Ikorus of the Guild of Stonemasons, design of the arch was begun. In 600, construction started, and in 625, the arch was completed. It was the day of great celebration, as it marked the first century on Earth, and because of the prophecies, allowed for the passage of the Great King. As a result, from the time of its completion onward, all kings sailed through the arch as part of their coronation ceremony. As construction on the arch was underway, Jakreen planned for construction of the temple of the Great King. Specifications for the building were recorded in ancient prophecies, and Jakreen made sure that each was followed through to the last span. Construction was finished in 643. It should be noted that at the time of construction, there were apparently quite a few people who questioned the dimensions of the building and called them rather odd and exorbitant. However, Jacrine would hear nothing of their complaints and, in fact, managed to anger quite a few of those who worked on the temple during its construction. Once the temple was complete, Jacrine ordered the transfer of the gold throne from the temple that Renarith had built to the new temple of the Great King. In 654, Jacrine's wife gave birth to a son. Unfortunately, the boy only lived for 10 years before dying of a rare disease. It was not 10 years after the death of the boy that Jacrine's wife passed away. Also at a young age, the tragedy seemed to have had a devastating effect on Jacrine, and in his later years he was known to be easily angered and extremely harsh. He remarried in 700, and his second wife gave birth to a son 17 years later, followed by 2 daughters. Records speak of various accusations of abuse toward his children, though nothing was ever proven. Regardless of whether or not there was abuse, it seems he was never able to get over the death of his son and first wife. As one of the prophetesses who advised him wrote in her journals, he never seemed to really love or appreciate any of them, though he did leave the throne to the oldest of them. It was Jacrine who encouraged further private construction of the island in 775, including the Jateri district. He named the high-class district after his first son, who died 111 years earlier. Jacrine died of natural consequences in 1812 at the age of 337. It was often said that Jacrine died a very sad and unsatisfied man. The king's arch was modeled after a similar design on Gartenay, and it was prophesied that the great king would be welcomed by the arch, and so its construction was obviously seen as very important. Because the numbers are base 25, the year 625 was very significant. Most are taken from the Regeltavak of Orphan. What is that referencing to? Hold on, what? Where is that? Specifications for the building were recorded in ancient prophecies. Most were taken from the Regeltavak of Orphan. Okay. That doesn't mean anything to me, but I'm assuming they took the dimensions of like some really important building from their past or something. Orpa, sorry. Orpa, not Orphan. As recorded in Gilson, okay. It is not known what disease it was in regards to, I'm assuming, what his son died from. Records only indicate extremely high temperatures and extremely sore and brittle bones. How many are there actually? Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. 34 kings? And then I'm assuming a 34th king was when the fall happened? King Yeesha. Yeesha took the throne in the year 812 at the age of 95. When Yeesha took the throne, he already had 2 sons of his own and ended up having 3 more before his death, a large number for Denny. Though his father had completely rejected religion in his later years, Yeesha was an extremely religious man who, some say, tried too hard to push his convictions on the people, and in the end probably pushed many away. In fact, he forced into law a number of strict guidelines pertaining to marriage and adultery, as well as oaths and vows, many of which were removed by his son. Many say the great mark of Yeesha's reign concerned the health of his 5th son. The boy was a maintainer, and at the age of 50, on the routine check of ages, was almost killed. Though the cause of his near death was unclear, certain documents point to an inhalation of toxic gases. he ended up falling into a deep coma that the healer said he would never come out of. In response, Yeesha gave a powerful speech, boldly announcing to people that Yavo would heal his son and that he would awake again. Despite opposition from the church, 2 prophetesses who advised him, and the Guild of Healers, Yeesha maintained his faith for over 3 years until the impossible happened and his son awoke. Though many disagreed with Yeesha's religious convictions, there was not a single Dunny besides Yeesha who was not shocked by the awakening and forced to look again at their own faith in Yavo. Yeesha died of natural consequences in 997 at the age of 280. He left the throne to the reborn son, Meron, from the Miracle, written by Cyan 1072. Okay. And then we have King Meron. He took the throne in 997 at the age of 73, exactly 20 years after emerging from his long coma. From various speeches and writings, it's obvious Meron placed a strong value on life. Through his 162 years in power, it seems he did all he could to emphasize that same value to his people, as well as make the most of his own. It seems that a main concern of Meron was the Dunny education system. The fact that so many of his own people were falling by the wayside apparently upset him quite a bit. So, in 1124, when Tai Lenar, a guildmaster of the Guild of Legislators, submitted his paper, Minor Guilds, Meron was in immediate agreement with what it said. In the paper, Lenar wrote, "We are creating a group of people who have no understanding of the Dunny and the strength of our blood. There is a relatively small percentage of those who learn and keep our traditions through the guilds, and a growing population of fools." Meron, following suggestions within the paper, placed the common schools under the Guild of Legislators and began major renovations of that system, including higher standards for instructors and longer workdays. Meron also raised the time in the common schools from 6 years, from age 10 to 16, to 15 years, from age 5 to 20. From there, instead of entering back into society, as had been the case, students could enter one of the new minor guilds that had been proposed by Lenar and accepted by Meron. The first of these guilds included architecture, a branch from the Guild of Stonemasons, miners and educators and bankers, among others. So it's like colleges before you go into your profession. Interesting. While not pushing education, Meron was focused on his own life, making sure that he was living it to its fullest. Most historical documents point to addictions to hallucinogenic drinks and various drugs. As well, it seems he carried out numerous affairs, prompting him to throw out the rules that his father had written regarding marriage and adultery. One particular record shows of affairs with prophetesses, although both of the prophetesses and the religious community vehemently denied it. The public said little of Meron's shortcomings, choosing to focus more on the benefits he had brought them than the negatives. He died at the fairly early age of 235 in 1159 from natural consequences, or the hallucinogenic drinks and drugs he was taking. Most expected the early death from his drinking and smoking, although many say it was somehow related to his coma years earlier. Any relationship between the king and his prophetesses was extremely looked down upon, as both parties were expected to remain objective with one another and the people. Okay. Wow. This is so cool. Oh my god, I am so excited. We're gonna take a small break from the reading. This is so cool. There's so much lore. I'm loving every single moment of this. How far back does this go? Okay, not too far back. There's more? Oh my gosh. There's a broken bridge up there. So before the fall, there was a whole district down here that you could apparently look down upon, right? And it collapsed. With all this lore, there is definitely potential to make a TV show with episodes or seasons about the different kings. That would be so cool. Oh my god. That would be so freaking cool. Or even, like, I think I remember at one time, like, after the release of the Riven remake, like, they're going to be focusing on coming back into the Myst IP after Abduction and Firmament. But they're going to be making, like, shorter games, but not in the Atris saga. So, like, maybe they could be making Myst games about the different kings, potentially. Like, little, like, that would be cool. This was likely an existing gap. Okay. The Tokota Alley is the one that led to a district that collapsed completely. Got you. Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, there is a lot to still do. Like, I thought we were getting close to the end of UrU, actually, but no, we have so much left to do. We still have the whole second expansion as well that we haven't even touched on yet. Wow. Okay. But unfortunately, it is about time for me to go ahead and jump off for the night. They did say that the game they started developing already does not require you to have played Myst. Specifically, Rand said that. Okay. It doesn't mean that I won't be within Myst lore. It just says that he just said it doesn't require you to have played it to understand it. I'm sorry. I'm just getting my hopes up, I guess. Anyway, guys, but it's confirmed to be in the Dunnyverse. The Dunnyverse. I like that. The Dunnyverse. I love that so much. The Dunnyverse, and then you have the Atris saga with like the mainline Myst games, huh? Okay. Okay. Well, we will have to continue exploring Dunny next time. Yeah, give me hugs. Give me hugs. We'll have to continue exploring Dunny next time. Next time will be probably on... Not probably. It will be on Sunday. Because tomorrow I am going out of town until late Saturday to be helping my parents finish installing or make more progress on installing a septic tank. So that's going to be fun. This is the second time I've actually gone out there to help out with that. But, so I'm going to be out of town for the next few days. I will be back and streaming on Sunday, where we will continue exploring Dunny and getting more lore on the kings and figuring out what's going on in this universe. And I am so excited for that. So, yeah, I'm hoping for some more Cyan news too. Like anything from this company. This company cannot go away. Cyan has such a special place in my heart and the heart of so many people, as well as they're just such a good company too. And there's so few good gaming companies that are like left, and they're all like the small indie, not AAA studios. But yeah. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I love every single one of you. This game is phenomenal, and I am so excited to actually be finally exploring this. And I just feel like there's actually so much left to do, and I'm so excited to get back to exploring. So, good hunting and fly safe, my fellow dragons. And I'll see you on YouTube. I will see you tomorrow. Here on Twitch, I will see you on Sunday. Have a great one, guys. Bye.